My parents abandoned me, and I'm really scared of abandonment.
I would really like to see both of you doing individual therapy.
Brandon's mom gets real with him and Mary about what they need to do so they won't continue to pass their dysfunction onto their unborn child. A moment that actually brings Mary and Brandon's mom closer after 2 years of tension.
Thank you for that. No one's did it. No one's did that to me before, so.
This is 90 Day Replay Travel Size, where I pack in all you need to know while keeping it light. Hey 90 Day Fans fam, it's Melicia. This episode surprised me. I didn't expect for Brandon's mom and Mary to have a breakthrough. Ever since Brandon's mom arrived in the Philippines for their wedding, it's been so much animosity between those two.
Brandon's mom arrived here in Cantonese, and to me, it's been so awkward.
Brandon, will you come here, please?
Your mom is not talking to me at all.
I'm on your side.
I can't feel it.
They've been having Brandon frazzled, stressed.
What I'm trying to do is not have a fight break out between them.
At the top of this week's episode, Brandon's mom, who has been in the Philippines for a day, sits down to eat dinner with Mary and her grandmother and Brandon. On the menu, some frog legs that Mary whipped up. And I'm not gonna lie, if I was Brandon's mom, I would be hesitant to eat those things. Not because they're frog legs, but because Mary cooked them. I'm not saying Mary would poison anybody. All I'm saying is that if I was in Brandon's mom's shoes, the way she and Mary have been going at it would have crossed my mind. Brandon's mom goes on to try the frog legs, and...
Is it delicious?
She doesn't like it. It's written all over her face.
Yeah, you like it?
That's good. It tastes like chicken.
And look at Mary's face. Brandon's mom has her eye twitching and everything. Fast forward in the episode, Brandon takes his mom out to try street food, and she experiences some major culture shock.
They have chicken liver, chicken heart, chicken blood, chicken feet, chicken heads.
Chicken head.
It looks like intestines.
No, that's this one.
Okay.
When Brandon and his mom finally sit down to eat, she tells him she can't believe he lives in the Philippines.
I think it just goes to show that you just never know where your life could end up.
And things get deep, fast. She brings up her addiction.
Just like I never ever would have imagined in my life that I would have become an addict.
I did not think that either. I couldn't believe it.
And Brandon opens up more about how traumatizing it was for him.
When I was 14 years old, my siblings, they're 5 and 3 years old. And my mom was starting to disappear from the house for long periods at a time. And then I would be left alone with the kids to take care of them and watch over them. So eventually the DHS comes in. They take me, my brother, and my sister away. And that whole time I was in denial of my mom being a drug addict. It screwed with me mentally. It really messed up all of our lives.
Wow. I can only imagine how bad that screwed with him. Most kids have an idea of who their parents are, and to find out that they are drastically different from what you think in such an abrupt way.
So eventually the DHS comes in. They take me, my brother, and my sister away.
It's heartbreaking. And think about being 14, a kid yourself, and wondering where your mom is. But you have to put that aside because you have to step into the adult role and take care of your siblings. That had to be so scary for him. And unfortunately, it has been, or it is, a reality for a lot of kids out there.
I'm really happy that you started recovery and you're 18 months clean now.
Wow, she's somewhat new to her sobriety. That's a huge accomplishment though. Keep it going, Miss Angela.
The thing about it is, you don't just treat addiction by not using. You treat it by creating a life that makes it easier not to. The only thing that would make it more, complete in a sense, is the rebuilding of a relationship with you.
Brandan tells his mom the only way to reestablish a good relationship with him again is to bond with Mary. Especially now that they're having a kid.
You know, like Mary didn't have her mom. She never had the type of person that would give her guidance and like, you gotta have her back.
I understand what you're saying. So I will try to build a healthy relationship with Mary.
Brandan's mom says as long as she sees improvements with Mary's jealousy and toxicity, she will be cool. But if not,
we would have a major problem.
she's like, that was my baby first. I brought him into this world. And as we'll see shortly, she seems to also be aware that her actions have played a part in him being in such a toxic relationship.
I appreciate that you are willing to give me a shot at being your mom, even though you are in a position where you are becoming a dad.
You can tell she is serious about her relationship with her son. She listened to exactly what he said.
In order to reestablish a good relationship with me again, you need to connect and bond with Mary. She never had the type of person that would give her guidance and like, you gotta have her back.
And executed it, giving some good guidance at that.
Mary is 24 weeks pregnant, so earlier today, we got the first sonogram since she got pregnant.
Mary, Brandan, and his mom go to dinner, and Brandans Mom gets the privilege to reveal to Brandan and Mary the gender of their baby.
And the doctor hid the baby's gender in a plastic envelope so my mom can read it to us out loud as a way to include my mom.
But before they get into the festivities of it all, Brandan's mom gets down to business.
You have now started this family clear across the world that I'm not going to be a part of. So, and that is my fault. But I'm just going to keep it real here.
Dang, I know that's tough. She's clearly seeing the negative consequences of her decisions, but she's facing them, not making any excuses, which I respect.
I'm just going to keep it real here. You come from what I believe to be a dysfunctional environment. You come from a dysfunctional family as well. As much as I know that you guys love each other, it's not enough. Because when you haven't dealt with all the things that you grew up learning, it just becomes this repeated pattern.
Facts. Who knows what Brandan's mom dealt with or experienced growing up? And side note, shout out to all of you out there who are choosing or have chosen to break unhealthy generational patterns. Your bloodline thanks you.
It just becomes this repeated pattern.
You know, I definitely hear you there, and we are trying to work on it. Because when I was in America, it was almost a fight every day.
I remember.
Right, so, but here, slowly but surely, we are getting better at it.
Also me, I'm trying to be better myself because even now I'm still overthinking and I can't handle it.
You're handling it, Mary. You're breathing. You're still alive. I get that it might be hard, but I can guarantee you the way you're talking about it, hence your choice of words,
And I can't handle it.
makes it even harder.
My parents abandoned me and I'm really scared of abandonment.
I would really like to see both of you doing individual therapy. The things that you struggle with, like the fear of abandonment, overthinking. Brandan has his own things, anger and codependency. When you guys work on those separately, I promise you that together you will function better.
She's like, look, I might not have been perfect, but those mistakes taught me some things, and I'm about to tell you what I know. That's terrific advice, Miss Angela. Now let's hope they listen.
I'm more than willing to do that. And if Mary is willing to, commit to therapy like alongside, then that would mean a lot.
I'm willing to, and also I'm really thankful that you give us advice, and it helps me a lot, you know. And games from Brandon's mom, so really means a lot to me. Thank you for that. No one's did that to me before, so.
Aww. Progress.
Thank you for listening, and thank you for considering, that.
We'll promise you we'll do that.
Good.
Yeah, I would think that the more Brandon and Mary work on resolving their own issues, the more they can enjoy their child. Hopefully they keep that promise. Now that everyone is in a good mood, it's time for the gender reveal. Brandon's mom pulls out the envelope and...
Ready?
Oh my gosh, it's a girl.
Oh, it's a girl.
You know what that means, right?
Yeah.
So Mary said it was going to be a boy, and Brandon said it's a girl. Since Brandon is right, he gets to smash pie in Mary's face. People get all types of creative when it comes to gender reveals nowadays.
Ready?
Yeah. Go. Whoa. That's a lot.
You're gonna eat that? Oh no! Oh hell no! What the? Ew!
So it's fair.
That's fair.
Aw, a baby can really bring families together. At the same time, if you have terrible communication, adding another human being to the mix won't take away the drama for long. Next week, things turn sour between Mary and Brandon again.
Brandon told me where to find you.
Brandon and I are supposed to get married tomorrow, but this morning we got a huge fight over money.
Right now, I'm 50-50 of marrying Brandon because we don't have a plan for our future.
Yeah, you don't. When you picture your life, can you imagine raising this baby without him?
Keep keeping it real, Miss Angela. At least she and Mary still seem to be in a better place. All right, 90 Day Fans fam, thanks for hanging with me. Make sure you stick with ET because we are covering it all. I will see you next time.